Welcome to the Untrained Experts, a podcast for combat sports and fight news.
Restart!
Welcome back to Untrained Experts, episode number 33.
What is up, podcast world?
What up, mate?
Chilling.
Yeah, I hear that.
How's life treating you?
It's been good, man. Just fucking day shift, trying to get adjusted to this shit.
You're getting ready to go to sleep and my bitch ass is trying to stay awake right now. It's fine.
Yeah.
The life.
Man, I've been crashing early lately, man. I can't hardly stay up. I'll be in here just trying to keep myself awake a little bit just because I don't want to go to bed at 10 o'clock. And then 10:30, I'm like, oh my God, I'm about to fucking...
Your body's just not used to it.
Yeah.
Shit.
I wish it would hurry up.
Oh, man.
Catch up with my mind. My mind wants to stay awake, but my body's just like, nope.
It's the worst.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
It'll be nice, though.
I wish I could just sleep normal and have energy all the time. How nice would that be?
Yeah, after damn near 6 years on Graveyard, that shit.
Oh, it did you dirty, bro.
I can't get adjusted quite yet, but
straight did you dirty.
I'm so glad to be off that shift, though.
Oh, I bet. I would be, too.
Yeah.
Shit is not fun.
Bro, I went and upgraded my phone the other day.
What kind of phone is that?
Note 10 Plus.
Note 10 Plus. That is a big ass phone.
Yeah. It's badass.
I bet it takes some dope pictures.
Yeah, it takes some really good pictures. It's got 3 cameras on the back.
Let's say it looks like almost...
There's like a regular and then like a... I don't know what they call it. There's like a regular camera is the one that pulls up. Then you can switch it to it's further away and almost like a fisheye look a little bit. And then there's like a super zoom where it gets way closer and it's still clear, and then you can zoom in even further.
Well, that's dope. I've seen some pictures of some of those. I saw one that was dark, and they made it to where you can take pictures at night.
Oh,
and, they don't look, you can brighten them up to where they don't look dark or anything. It's crazy where
it's pretty badass.
Technology's going, bro. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
cameras on phones. We never thought we would have that.
Mm-mm.
People used to always I got a camera and then I got a phone.
Yeah, I was gonna go get it, and I was looking at the Note 10, and then I was like, man, I might as well get the Plus. Why not? It's not that much more. It's like a
better battery life, better everything.
The taxes on it is like $100 difference, or not even $100. It was like a $50 difference, and I was like, man, I might as well just go ahead and get the big one.
I would have done the same thing.
More memory. It has more stuff on it.
Phone?
The other one, shit.
I'm not upgrading until next fall.
Almost 2 years.
Mine will be 3 years when I upgrade in the fall. Next fall. I've had mine a little over 2 years now.
I was at I think I was pretty close to 2 years. I went ahead and paid the trade-in price. It was $54 is all I owed on it to trade it in. Pay $54 and trade it in, and then pay the taxes on this one.
Yeah, that's what I had to do when I got mine. I got the iPhone 10 when it came out, and that was the same thing. I basically had to pay the taxes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the next AT&T Next. Yeah, this one's $1,200, so the taxes on it were $105 or something like that.
Yeah, mine were $70 or something like that.
But I mean, I could have paid it off for $250 is what I owed left on my phone, on my other phone. I could have paid that off and then sold the phone back to him, but since it was only the 64 gigabyte, they only wanted to give me $95 for it.
What?
And I was like, damn! I looked on eBay and they're only selling for $160, and I was like, it's not worth the hassle to even try to do that. So I'm just gonna. I wouldn't have made my money back on it. You know?
It's not worth it.
So I went ahead and did this, and then after, the phone. Or the taxes on the phone, screen protector, a case, and everything. I paid $138 or something like that.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
It's a dope phone too. It'll last you a while.
And it went up a little bit, monthly. Instead of being 36 or 30 whatever, now it's 41 because I went to the.
Yeah, it's never a huge difference.
Well, I changed my plan to the 24-month plan, so this phone will be paid off in 2 years. At $41 a month.
That's not bad.
Instead of 30 months or whatever it was, 2.5 years at 36 or whatever. I just went ahead and did the 24-month plan. That way, in a year or a year and a half, if something comes out that I want, I can do like I did this time. I can just pay off the last little bit or pay in the trade-in price and go ahead and upgrade earlier instead of waiting the 2.5 or 3 years or whatever,
That's not bad.
Yeah, they offered that now. They didn't offer that before. Before, I think it was 30 months and then 36 months or something like that.
Damn.
Now it's you can do 24 for just a little bit more, and I was like, fuck, I might as well.
Bro, I got an idea. What do you think about changing up this week and doing the Mount Rushmore first?
Let's do it. I'm down.
We got a kind of special Mount Rushmore this week, y'all. Anybody who uses Spotify, well, first of all, if you don't, you're a loser.
Fuck Pandora.
Yeah, fuck Pandora and fuck Apple Music. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Apple Music, I tried getting on that app and it's just too, I mean, it's like, it's basic and all, but it's like Spotify offers so much more.
Yeah.
So much
Spotify
more.
is the way to go, man, for real.
Like,
especially when you can get the deal with like
the Hulu
and everything. Yeah,
sick.
that's the one I have right now. It's like $10 a month. You get both. Or you can do the one that has like, oh no, that's the Disney Plus deal where it's Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus for like $12 or whatever.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's a damn good deal
What's
too.
crazy is like Netflix is still competing. I
Somehow.
don't think Netflix. I guess Netflix is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
That's what they want to do, you know. They all want to gang.
Who was wanting to buy them? Somebody was wanting to buy Apple. Was it Apple that was wanting to buy Netflix?
I think
somebody was trying to buy Netflix.
Yeah, I think it was Apple.
I don't think they were offering them enough money though, or something. They didn't want to. I don't know what the deal was.
They had the money.
Yeah,
they could definitely offer them enough. They could probably be like, okay, here's $10 billion, however much Spotify's worth, probably more than that.
Yeah,
crazy. But yeah, Mount Rushmore this week. We're gonna kind of talk about our
2019
wrap up on Spotify. Anybody uses Spotify, you should know about this. They should have gave you a wrap up for the year on what you listen to the most, and they really did a big breakdown this year, more than they normally do. Like last year they didn't do this much.
Yeah,
they give you like a whole breakdown, basically like in a story that you can post.
Yeah,
you can share it straight to your Instagram.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Story, which is kind of cool, and it's automatically a story. It's dope. But yeah, we were just going to talk a little bit about our artists and how much time we listen to, because it's a pretty ridiculous amount. If anybody out there did this as well, y'all should reach out to us on Facebook or something. Let us know how many minutes y'all have played. Share some screenshots or something. We'd like to see how many minutes y'all listen to. I'm sure there's some people out there that have a ridiculous amount, But shit, I'm going to talk about mine, I guess. 2015, 36,206 minutes. That sounds like a lot. Like, it really does. What's 36? How many hours is that?
There's 60 minutes an hour.
So you do 36,000 divided by 60?
So like 600? Or 6,
I'm calculating.
6,000.
600.
Yeah,
600 hours, though, bro.
600. Yeah, hours.
That's a lot.
600 hours.
That's a lot, man. I had 600 hours in 2015. Okay, I had even more. I had 11,000 more minutes in 2016. Yeah, 15 was 36,000. 47,000 for 16. 17, I was like, let's just ball out on 65,000 minutes. What? What was I doing in 17? I must have had no life. I don't know. 18, I had 45,000. And 19 this year, I've had the least of all, which is weird because I feel like I still listen to the same amount of music that I have, but obviously I haven't. Weird. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird. I mean, mine did the same thing. It went down this last year, and I thought I listened to more, but I don't know.
It also lets you know what all genres you listen to the most. Said I was genre fluid.
Yeah.
We were talking about it earlier. Dakota said gender fluid.
That's a gender fluid. I was like, oh, the fuck.
But
I'm not a snowflake.
Mine were rap, ATL trap, Southern hip hop, rock, and what's that? Oh, pop, yeah. So rock, pop, and trap, and Southern hip hop. It's random.
Yeah,
that is basically what I listen
to. Mine's not what
I literally listen to everything, but that's the most I guess I listen to. And my top artist of the decade is Kevin Gates. Anybody that knows me knows I listen to way too much Kevin Gates. 36 hours listening to him just this year, out of my 600 hours, or however much it was. Crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's pretty much about it.
What was your top artist? Top 4.
My top 5. Well, I guess we can just say all top.
Yeah,
5.
we can do top 5.
My top 5 artists were Kevin Gates, Drake, A Boogie with the Hoodie, The Baby, and Zero for 2019.
Nice. That's good. That
makes sense. I listen to all of them. A good amount.
Yeah, mine was a little bit. Some of it was kind of surprising to me, but like I change up like different songs and stuff so much. But I guess I didn't start Spotify till 2016, or maybe I had a different account. I don't know. But 2016, I listened to 35,000 minutes. 2017 was 51,000. 2018, 48,000, and then this year was 44,000.
Wow.
Which I thought I listened to more than that this year, but I listened to a shitload of podcasts at Cooper, so That's most of my time.
Oh yeah, that's how you know that's where it's coming from.
For sure. I was also gender fluid, genre fluid. My most was pop rap, which is kind of weird. I don't know. I don't really know what pop rap is. I guess maybe that's black in that genre because that's mostly what I listen to these days. But second was hip hop. Then we got trap, soul, battle rap, and pop.
Ooh.
So I don't really know what pop rap like. I didn't know that was a genre.
I mean, they break down genres so much, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Drake can be a rapper. Like Drake's a pop rap. I had pop rap on mine too. Like Drake's a pop rapper. Anybody who's ever been on a pop radio station is probably considered a pop rapper.
Yeah,
I would say. You know what I mean? Like Southern hip hop is like zero. Like he ain't been on no damn radio. You know what I mean? Like underground dudes, get their own little things. So I don't know. I guess that's all I could guess. Pop rap would be something like that. They break it down so much. Like I saw another one that said emo rap, which I guess emo rap is like Lil Peep, XXX Tentacion, or like really like people who rap about like technically real shit like depression and stuff like that. That's like emo rap out, I guess.
My top artists were Black, Nipsey Hussle, the group They, Dreamville, and Belly. I was kind of surprised that Benny the Butcher wasn't on there because I listen to more Benny than pretty much anything. It's between like,
that's the thing. It's like
I go from black radio to Benny the Butcher radio.
That's the thing. It's like, part of me kind of wants to in 2020 like actually pay attention when I like every day when I play spot like who I'm listening to. But that's the thing. Like, I mean, I've been playing a song for the reason Debate is probably on my top 5 is because I've been playing that one song, the Bob, his new song. I've been playing it more than any song for like the past like few weeks, so that's that might have been one reason he got put on the top 5 because I listened to him some, but not as much as other artists. I didn't think.
Yeah, I think like I had what did I say? It was 77,000 minutes listening to Black.
Ridiculous.
Because I always listen to Black radio because like all the shit that I like is on that.
Yeah, they probably break it all down and put it in that same category.
Yeah, there's so many like dope artists on that one radio, so I listen to that all the time. It's like I'll go from that radio to like Benny the Butcher radio. And like every now and then I'll throw on like Joe Budden radio, like so I get like the Royce the 5'9" and all them on there too, But
that makes sense.
My artist of the decade was NF because I've listened to a lot of NF on Spotify, dating all the way back to like whenever I first got Spotify, like 2015 or 16 or whatever it was. Like that's when I first found out.
I didn't start listening to NF. I like NF a lot. I haven't like all his albums saved, but. I didn't start listening to him probably until 17, I think.
Really?
Yeah, about 2017, I think, maybe, or maybe even close to 18. That's when I first started listening to him.
Yeah, he's dope. He just put out a new song, and it's pretty dope.
Yeah, he reminds you of an Eminem, but, like, he's a little bit different.
Yeah. I started listening to him a lot back when Maddox was little because it's, like, the kind of music that I like, but it's clean. Like, I could listen to that with Maddox in the car and not have to worry about,
not be, like, terrible stuff coming.
Yeah, not have to worry about him back there shouting some cuss words.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was pretty cool, man. I like how they did the breakdown this year. It gave you a list of everything.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Yeah, I like that. That's another reason to stay with Spotify. They do cool stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's set up, like, strictly for, basically just for social media. You can share that shit so easy because everything is set up the way social media is set up. It's set up just like an Instagram story or whatever. It's so easy to just transfer right over if you want to share it.
Exactly.
Even though I screenshotted mine, but because I didn't want to share the whole thing. But
it was dope.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. That was a pretty cool Mount Rushmore. Little top 5 artists, top 4, whatever you want to say. It's dope though. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I almost wish they gave you like a bigger breakdown. You know what I mean? It'd be kind of cool, like your top 50 artists or something.
Yeah, that would be really dope.
Like, it would be nice to know my top 20. You know, it would be like 50 a lot, but I know I listen to probably 200 different artists.
Yeah,
or more. So that'd be cool. They went all out this year though, so they might do something like that next year. I can see them doing that.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Man, we had a lot of fight announcements lately.
Oh man, we got
I think
so
just
much
since the
stuff
last
going on right
podcast,
now.
we've had like quite a few.
There's been like 1 or 2 every day, I swear. Like there's been a lot of fight announcements. Like, well, they're getting ready for the new year. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
They're trying to go all out in 2020.
Mm-hmm. We didn't have a UFC card this past weekend, so we decided we're gonna kind of dive deep into a couple of these fight announcements, and then we'll cover UFC on ESPN 7 towards the end, because that's coming up this weekend. But Ferguson versus Khabib.
Let's get in it.
We talked about it on the last podcast. Like, when is this fight gonna happen? And then like the next day they announced it.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, our last podcast, it was the next day because I remember there was 2 fight announcements that day, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But, God, bro, I'm so glad it's finally happening.
Yeah, April 18th.
I don't even want to get my hopes up.
Yeah.
Because, God, I heard somebody say that. It might have been Shab, I don't know. But put those men in some bubble wrap and get them to that damn fight. Because, bro, it's been a long time coming. This is like the 5th time they tried to fight.
Yep. So,
it's got to happen. It's fate. I think it's time, you know. It's a title shot this time. You know what I mean? It's a bigger stage than it ever would have been if they fought before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like it was meant to be. You know, I'm really glad it's happening this way. But man, it's tough. Khabib's an animal, and he's like I think he's a -300 favorite.
Is he really?
He's really
holy shit.
He's a big favorite, -150 maybe or -300. I couldn't remember exactly what it was. I want to say it's pretty high though.
Damn, I might have to put some money on this fight.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm down.
Now's the perfect time,
bro. I'll drop some money on Tony because I really do.
It's really the perfect time to put in the bet now because as it gets closer, more people are going to bet on Tony, and the odds are going to change.
Yeah,
and it'll be closer by the time the fight gets here.
Bro, we've been hyping Tony on this podcast,
dude. I'm telling you, we've been saying since day one. I'm
telling you, bro, he's the one.
He's going to be the one to take him down.
I really think so.
I truly believe that.
I do, bro. Tony's insane.
And for that big of a favorite,
like, okay,
I'm not going to go break the bank on that shit. But
he's never faced anybody that good. It will be the toughest fight Khabib's ever had.
Yep.
I personally think Tony would work Dustin.
Mm-hmm.
And Dustin put up a decent fight.
He put up a pretty good fight.
You know, not terrible. I mean, and him and Conor were probably neck and neck with the fight they put up. Honestly, it wasn't much different. But Dustin never really got dropped like Conor did at one time. So, you know, Dustin did really well. And Tony's a different animal, man.
Tony does a lot of really
he has
things
every
really
weapon you can have.
Yeah.
And he's good.
Mm-hmm.
And man, he's the one guy. Maybe not. He's not the only one, obviously, but he's one of the few guys who, when they are pinned on the ground, and most other guys panic or they don't know what to do, Tony's hitting you in the head with elbows.
Dude, he loves that.
And you're wondering where those elbows are coming from. So many guys have said, "I don't know how he did it. Like, I don't know how he got his. I don't know how he hit me with an elbow." It's just like
Khabib's gonna bleed in this fight.
Yeah,
he's gonna bleed it. And apparently, it's the same cut man from the Nate. And
they're making a big deal about it, saying that it's in New York.
Yeah.
So, which is terrible. We really don't. I'd rather be anywhere, but New York.
I wish it was in Vegas.
And there sucks too.
I wish it was in Vegas. Honestly,
the doctor. Shaw said the doctor needs to. He said I know you listen to my podcast. He said I'm gonna need you to go take a fucking coffee break or something when the fight starts.
Go grab a cup of coffee. Yeah. He always says that shit.
Like, go grab a cup of coffee.
He used to always say that shit about USADA, like, go grab a cup of coffee while these two guys are about to fight.
Yeah, he said that about the doctor.
Oh, shit.
It's funny. It's true, though, man. Leave them the fuck alone and let this fight happen.
Dude, this fight needs to happen.
Somebody's getting tapped or somebody's getting knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
Something crazy is going to happen in this fight. I don't see it going 5 rounds at all. I mean, unless Khabib just finds a way to keep him on the ground the whole fight, it's not going 5 rounds. Because Tony's going to wiggle his way out of a lot of those takedowns.
And he's going to be throwing submission attempts the whole time he's down there.
Yeah. Darce from nobody else does that. He's one of the very few that can darce you from the ground. Or when he's
from his back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is
the most exciting fight of 2020.
Dude,
unless
this might be the most exciting fight for the last couple of years, honestly.
Bro, and 2020 might have a lot in store for us. I don't know, but Tony and Khabib is, I think, going to be fight of the year.
I mean, we've been wanting this fight for so long.
We've been talking about it since we started the podcast.
Mm-hmm. So this is the 5th time this fight's been scheduled. The first time, Khabib pulled out due to a rib injury. The second fight, Tony pulled out due to blood and fluid in his lungs. The third fight was the Khabib had weight cut issues or whatever. That's where the Tiramisu Tuesdays came from. Tony started saying he was eating tiramisu and he was going to miss weight, so that's why he didn't fight. And that's where he started doing the Tiramisu Tuesdays and shit. Because there was a picture, I think it was a picture of Khabib and DC sitting there, and there was a piece of tiramisu cake on the table next to Khabib. And so they were saying that he missed weight because he was eating too much cake or whatever.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah, and then, of course, the fourth time was when Tony Ferguson tore his knee at the press conference, tripping on some cords and shit.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah. This is the fifth fucking time they try to make this fight.
It's just gotta happen. It's got to.
So, Tony Ferguson's on a 12-fight win streak, dating all the way back to 2012. And his last loss was to Michael Johnson, and that was a unanimous decision. And he's 25-3 total. All his his 12-fight win streak.
And it's not like a prime Michael Johnson is a bad person to lose to either. Plus, Tony was in his. I mean, Tony was not in his prime at all. He's in his prime right now.
Yeah, he's
the best he's ever been right now.
Mm-hmm.
If he faced Michael Johnson right now, he would just destroy him 100%.
Yeah. His 12-fight win streak is all in the UFC, and Khabib's 12 fight. He's on a 12-fight win streak in the UFC. He's only had 12 fights in the UFC, and of course he hasn't lost yet. So he's 28-0.
18-0.
28-0.
28.
28-0 total.
Oh, total for not UFC. Yeah.
UFC's 12-0, and then he's 28-0 total.
I don't know. I guess I saw that 8 for some reason.
Yeah.
18.
So Tony Ferguson was a national champion and All-American collegiate wrestler, and he's a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu under Eddie Bravo. And Khabib, all it has him listed under, I don't know what they call it, but he doesn't have like any wrestling statistics or anything on there. It's World Sambo Championship gold medalist, 2009, 2010.
Damn.
So I guess all his wrestling is just shit that his dad taught him wrestling bears when he was growing up. Like, it wasn't like collegiate wrestling or anything like that. None of that shit's listed, so I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it.
I don't know where. It's obviously different, but I was trying to find some information about it, but I just wanted to have, as much as I could, but whatever. So the strengths for each fighter. Tony has a 6-inch reach advantage. Of course, he has, really high-level jiu-jitsu, nasty elbows.
The nastiest.
Yeah. I mean, them elbows come, like you said, from... You don't even see him coming. And he just throws these elbows...
This cowboy.
Yeah. He just throws these elbows from every direction, and
it's ridiculous. From
his back and in the transitions and up against the cage, and
he's so good when they're scrambling.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's
great in the scramble.
Good because
scrambled eggs, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Like
he said that on Ariel's.
He's hilarious. His Instagram cracks me up too. He puts all kinds of crazy stuff on there, but. Man, just like when you think you're going to take him down, most of the time you're not. Mm-hmm. And Khabib will take him down 100%.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
It's Khabib.
Yeah, he's definitely going to get taken down.
He's the best at taking down people.
Yeah.
But I just don't think it's going to work how Khabib is thinking it's going to work, And I think a lot of people are putting way too much into
I don't think he's going to take him down and dominate like he does everybody else.
I mean, just look at the resume, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Of the people that Tony's beat.
Yep.
I mean, Khabib beat Dustin. Conor.
Mm-hmm. Khabib's beat some good guys,
but I mean,
they both beat Barboza.
Yeah.
Right. They both beat. Who else did they both beat? They both beat somebody else, I think, in common.
Yeah.
Damn. Tony beat Cerrone in his last fight, right?
Yes, Tony's last fight was Donald.
Yeah. Damn, I swear they had another fight in common. Another fighter in common, I mean. Let me see if I can look this up real quick. Yeah, RDA. So they both fought RDA, they both fought Barboza.
Yeah, dude, I mean...
Which you can't do MMA math and say, this guy beat him this way and this guy beat him that way. Yeah. It doesn't work like that. But
it's different for sure.
That's the only two guys that these two top of the food chain 155ers have in common, which is kind of crazy. You would think that they would have fought more of the same guys, being at the top level at 155.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, because it's the division's all jacked up.
And one of them's always hurt. So while they're hurt, the other guy's fighting the other good guys, and then when that guy's out, this guy's
one's
fighting
always hurt when the other one's not.
Yeah. But Tony Ferguson has very unorthodox striking. Like he's always
way different,
doing some wild stuff, man. spinning elbows and shit.
And he's so technical.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you don't know what he's doing ever. I mean, if it comes to standing up, Khabib doesn't stand a chance.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Khabib didn't really. I mean, he did give a good shot on Conor, but like, standing up, Khabib's not.
I think
he's gotten better.
Khabib's striking was way better in that fight because he wanted to kill Conor.
He was so upset at Conor. Yeah,
it's like his striking just took over. Like
it was random. It was like he needed to punch him once.
Yeah, it's like the shit just. His anger took over, and he just saw red and just started actually throwing some decent punches. Because normally his striking's not great. I mean, his ground and pound is pretty good, but I mean, he's just on top of you trying to beat your face in. But his stand up is not usually very great. But and then of course we know Tony has the cardio of fucking Olympic triathlete.
He does, man. He just
his cardio
Holloway. Good luck getting them tired.
Yeah,
I mean, they could go 10 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
They could literally go 10 5-minute rounds, guaranteed.
Yeah,
100%. I mean, the end of they've been to decisions and they look like pristine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's crazy. They don't go to many decisions, but I don't know, man. I'm super excited. It's a crazy good fight. Can't wait for that.
Khabib's strength. I said pressure. Just because of the way he just pushes you to the fence and then takes you to the ground.
That's what's interesting to me, though, bro, because Tony takes pressure well.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, they've faced some good guys, both of them, some of the same guys, but nobody handles pressure like Tony does. Yeah. So, I mean, that's,
I mean, all of Khabib's shit's all kind of the same. I mean, ground and pound, takedowns, his chain wrestling. That all kind of goes hand in hand with his strengths, That's just what he does well. He gets you up against the fence with his pressure. He uses his wrestling to take you down, and then he just ground and pound. I mean, that's his whole plan, Yeah,
every time. I mean, you know what he's coming in there to do. Mm-hmm. That's his game plan every time.
I said another one of his strengths. He's got a pretty good chin. Like he can take a pretty good shot and not. He's only been really kind of wobbled. Maybe once.
Yeah.
I think Dustin kind of wobbled him once.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like he was hurt. He just kind of, like it shocked him for a second.
But you know what's crazy to me, bro, is when Dustin got him in that choke, Tony's sinking that.
Oh, yeah.
Khabib's got weaknesses. And I don't care if anybody says they can call him whatever they want. I mean, I hear people say Khabib's a GOAT and all this, and I'm like, first of all, no. I mean, if we're talking maybe 155, I guess he could be if he beats Tony and, rides out, like that.
Well, there's always going to be the argument that he never beat GSP, who is the GOAT for real.
Yeah, the GOAT, yeah. But he's not unbeatable, bro.
No,
he has
don't
flaws, and I don't know, a lot of the casuals don't realize that.
Yeah. See, I think Tony's the perfect person to beat him because he's not predictable at all. You never know what Tony's going to do.
Yeah, it's like he fights Conor, and Conor's an elite level striker, but that's really it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. If you can get Conor down, there's a good chance you're going to beat him. His takedown defense is decent, and he's okay on the ground. You know what I mean. He survived with Khabib for a while, but it's just Tony's different.
Was it when Tony fought Anthony Pettis? Was that the one where he was like Anthony was taking him down, and he started like rolling to get out of the way? Is that the one? Tony was like rolling away from him to get back to his feet. It was some kind of. It was. I think it was when he fought Anthony Pettis. I think Anthony Pettis dropped him or wobbled him as he was going down. He like was rolling to move, so he got out of the way.
I think it happened like that with him. But who was the other guy he fought that almost beat him?
Oh, that was Kevin Lee. Yeah, that was when Kevin Lee ended up on top of him.
Yeah.
And was like, Kevin Lee was doing good in that first round, yeah.
And then downhill though.
Yeah. And then
got that Darce.
Yeah.
But Kevin Lee is really good too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that shows you how good Tony is for him to get out of that situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying is like he can handle the pressure. Like it doesn't matter unless you somehow knock Tony out or you somehow are good enough to submit him. Like it's just he's different, man.
Yeah.
People don't understand.
Yeah. So how do you think it's gonna play out?
Tony.
Yeah. How? When?
I think he puts a lot of pressure on Khabib, and I think he gets out of a lot of the tense situations. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, man. It's tough, but I'm gonna predict that Tony wears him down in the fourth round. Mm-hmm. I think he's gonna wear him down. I don't think he's gonna choke him out. I really think he's gonna beat the shit out of him. Mm-hmm. I really do. Tony's just crazy. He's crazier than Khabib.
Yeah.
Like he is. Like, I mean, Tony's just... He's different. He's not human.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I definitely think Tony's going to get it done. I can see it going one or two ways. I don't know if I really see... I mean, Tony's jiu-jitsu is great, and I could definitely see him getting a submission win, but we never seen Khabib lose. I mean, it's tough for me to think that... I know Tony's better than everybody else, but that much better? You know what I mean? Is he? I mean, we don't know, but...
Yeah, we don't know for sure yet.
I could see it going to decision, but I could also see it being a doctor stoppage because...
That's kind of what I was
Khabib can't fucking see because there's so much blood on his face.
He's going to put his hands on Khabib.
But either way, I think Tony ends up walking out of that cage champ that night.
He deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
He's been going hard.
Yeah.
So if anybody deserves it, it's him.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say TKO doctor stoppage.
Nice. Same.
Yeah.
I think so.
If not, I could kind of see a decision. I don't think that Khabib's gonna do what he's done to everybody else. I'm gonna stick with my prediction that I've had for
years.
Yeah. I mean, we've been doing this podcast, getting close to a year or 8 months or whatever. And we've been saying it that whole time, but the sentiment's been there for way longer. I felt this way for a while. But we can move on to Conor and Cowboy. It's been announced. It is going to be UFC 246 in January. So we're actually going to see this one first, but, just talk about him how we want to talk about him.
I think Conor wears him down in the second round. That's my prediction already for that fight.
Really?
Yeah, man. Say what you want about Conor, but he's one of the best, especially when it comes to striking. And I mean, all around, Donald's more decorated.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely better on the ground, I would say.
Oh yeah.
But last couple of years, Donald's been banging out. He hasn't really been doing any BJJ. I mean, he submit. No, he didn't submit Mike Perry, did he? No.
No, yeah, he did.
Did he?
Yeah, on his armbar. Because remember, he broke his arm.
Yeah, he did. That's been the only submission he's had in a while, though.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, he's lost his last two, but...
He lost the last two. He was on a 3-fight win streak before that. That was when he beat Mike Perry. He beat...
Wait, he didn't lose his last two, did he?
Yeah, he lost his last two. He lost to Tony, and then he lost to Justin Gaethje.
Did he fight somebody before Gaethje, though?
Mm-mm. He lost to Tony because he tried to blow his nose and his fucking eye closed up.
I forgot about that. That's tough losses too.
Yeah.
Like that has to wear on him too.
I mean,
he's been in so many fights. That's another thing that I take into consideration of Conor beating him.
This will be his 51st
Connor's
fight.
younger. Conor has not taken as many shots.
This will be Donald's 51st fucking fight. That is so many fights.
And if I was him, I'd ride out in the wind.
He's not going to. He's not going to.
Probably not. He's going to fight until he dies. Probably. He's crazy.
So Conor hasn't fought since October of 2018 when he fought Khabib. That was his last fight. And Donald has fought 5 times since then. He fought November of 2018. He fought 4 times.
So much, dude.
He fought 4 times this
year.
year.
He got them 50 fights on there, man. He just fights. He fought Tony, and what was it? Maybe a month later he fought Gaethje?
Yeah, it wasn't much
long.
Yeah, it wasn't long.
I mean...
that was stopped at after the second round.
He had a fight really close before Tony too.
Yeah,
it wasn't long, a couple months.
Yeah, I mean he fought 4 times
in 19, didn't he?
By September. September was when he fought Tony.
Yeah, imagine if he fought.
When he fought Gaethje.
Imagine if he fought Conor this month. That would be ridiculous.
Yeah,
5 fights in 1 year.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm super happy though. At the end of the day, that Cerrone's getting this.
Yeah, he needs. I mean, not that he needs the payday, but I want to see him get the payday. He deserves the payday.
Well, yeah, and I mean, he doesn't necessarily need it because I'm sure he's good money wise.
You know what I mean? But
he's not good.
Yeah, he deserves it. Those he deserves this kind of payday.
He deserves a lot of money.
He should be making this kind of money. We don't even know what he's going to make, but I mean, he should be making this kind of money for every fight.
Yeah.
He should have been making this for every fight.
That's the thing. At least after this fight, he knows he's comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No matter what, because Conor sells, and he's going to sell. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not going to sell as much as Khabib, I don't think, because that was just such a big rivalry at the time. But I think it's going to sell, and they're trying to put a lot of good fights on that card with them. So I'm excited.
And they're both moving back up to 170 because both their last fights were at 55.
Okay.
Yeah, they both fought at 70 before.
Yeah, they are fighting at 70, which is weird to me.
Yeah,
I remember when I saw that, I was like, why?
I think it more has to do with just Conor's coming off a layoff. And to get back it makes more sense for him to do it at 70 instead of cutting the weight to get to 55.
Well, he looked like a zombie at 45. So
he never needs to go to 45 again.
I mean, he didn't look that bad against Nate. I mean,
I thought he did good.
Fight,
yeah, both those fights.
That second fight, it's like he was adjusted to 170.
Mm-hmm. And there's kind of a thing where I'm kind of thinking like, if Conor beats Cowboy, he's going to call out Masvidal.
Yeah, I mean that's obviously his
plan.
Because
170.
I really don't see him and Khabib ever fighting again.
Yeah,
I really don't.
Yeah, I don't think it's really necessary, honestly.
Especially if you plan to stay at 170.
I know he probably wants to avenge that loss, but
you know what I mean.
What happens if you go in there and lose twice?
Okay, whether Khabib wins or loses, I mean, if he wins, he might want to defend, which I doubt because he only said he wants a couple more fights anyway before he retires. I mean, it'd be a ridiculous sell, but I could see Conor being like, especially if Conor beats Cowboy and he goes on a little run, which anything could happen if he was to fight Masvidal after Cowboy, of course, because Masvidal's a savage. But I could see him saying, "Hey, Khabib, if you want to fight me, come up to 170." But I don't see Khabib.
I don't think Khabib would do that. Khabib's going to want to fight GSP next.
But yeah,
I can almost see that.
Want to fight him at 55?
I don't know.
I think GSP would rather fight at 70.
I think he would too.
He's better at 70.
Mm-hmm. They should do a catchweight 165.
Khabib.
GSP and Khabib.
Just for special occasion for them.
For the goat belt.
Yeah, that would be the way to start.
They can make it out of goat skin.
The way to start off that new Division 2, bro.
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
Dana says he's not going to do that, but I think he's a fucking idiot. So Conor only has 4 losses. All 4 losses are by submission. And what's Donald good at?
Submissions. He is.
He's good at jiu-jitsu.
But to be fair,
that's where if Donald can catch Conor or something, that's where he's got an advantage.
That's the only way, though.
Because he's not as good as a striker.
I mean, Conor has decent takedown defense. Mm-hmm. It's not the worst, and
it's pretty good, honestly. I mean,
the thing is, bro, Conor hits just as hard as Justin Gaethje.
Yeah.
And if he hits him with that left hand, it might be game over. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's I love Donald, but like I would not be mad to see a knockout just because I love and I like Conor too. I mean, even with all the antics outside of the ring or outside of the cage, I still like Conor. I'm still a big fan of him, and I want to see him do right and be the fighter he's always been. Because even though he was cocky before, I loved his cockiness. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
And he actually sold everything, and he made you want to watch him.
And he called his own shots.
Yeah,
and he
so many times
delivered on everything he said.
So many times, bro.
Yeah. That's what I always loved about him.
I mean, dude.
But we know he has great timing.
Yep.
He's southpaw, which is different. It's different. Anytime you got to fight a southpaw.
He's one of the most technical fighters ever.
Yeah.
I mean.
And he has that left hand that's a fucking bomb.
His kicks aren't bad.
He's got pretty good kicks, yeah.
Donald's
got not as good at kicks as Donald. Yeah. I think Donald's kicks are better. Especially head kicks.
That my main reason for saying Conor is going to win is Donald's weathered. No matter how tough he is, he's weathered.
Yeah.
He's not as young as Conor, and he's not as agile. He's not as anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's where I get
Conor has a lot less miles on his
exactly. 5 years ago, it would have been a better fight.
Yeah. Well, 5 years ago, I think Donald's in his prime.
Right now.
Compared to his last...
Yeah.
Compared in his career. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not like... Conor was in his prime a few years ago, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Performance-wise.
Yeah.
We don't really know.
Aldo, that was the best Conor you've seen.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
And Aldo was the GOAT at the time, 145. So
that's when Conor was like... And Conor may be better now. We don't know because we don't ever get to fucking see him fight.
Yeah.
But
I hope he stays consistent after this.
When he was in the ring all the fucking time and he was beating everybody and knocking everybody out, I call that prime Conor until we see something better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think Donald over the last couple of years before he fought Tony, pre-Tony Donald versus Conor when he fought Aldo, that's a fucking scrap.
Yeah, that would have been dope.
Because Dad Cerrone, as I like to call him, he was on a roll, man. He was beating everybody there for a minute,
It's crazy.
But, Conor's cardio is kind of questionable. Like,
it is.
How many times have we seen Conor, like, absolutely just winded, like,
Floyd, Khabib, Nate. Nate Diaz, too, he did really well. Yeah. He was good. He did pretty good. He didn't get too tired in that fight. He was all right. most of the time though, he's looking for that first round knockout, and he's going to come out looking for it. And if he gets a chance, it will happen. I don't really want to see it in the first or second round, but it could.
Donald's only got 1 loss by submission, but he's got 6 losses by knockout.
Yeah, he gets touched, bro. He's getting hands on him.
Yeah,
and that's where I give Conor the advantage.
One of the strengths I said for Cerrone, he's really good at combos. Like when he's in close, he can throw like 2 or 3 punch combo and end it with a head kick.
Yeah,
like he does that so well.
But that's what's scary about Conor is if he touches you with that left hand, like while you're coming in for those combos, like it's all he's got to do. He might take a shot from you, and you come in with another one, and he's already hitting you in the face. Like because he's also good at. It's hard to hit Conor. He's not that easy to hit.
No, his timing is great. Like he can step out, he can just get right out of the way and then come back with something. Yeah,
it's good. Dude, I'm super excited actually.
Donald, he has the UFC record for wins, 23 wins in the UFC record. UFC record for finishes is 16. UFC record for post-fight bonuses 18. UFC record for knockdowns 20, and then UFC record for 7 knockdowns via kicks. Donald has all those records.
He's good, man. He's decorated, like I said.
But predictions, I think Conor knocks him out.
He's weathered, bro.
He gets hit, man, and Conor has dynamite in his hand. You know,
just like Gaethje. They got those hands, bro.
I have a feeling it's going to be similar, and I'm with you at the second, third round. I think it.
What? Gaethje knocked him out in the first round.
Yeah.
So come on, bro. Gaethje and Conor is.
I think Conor could do that, but I think that with this layoff, he's going to come out and kind of feel Cerrone out a little bit.
Yeah,
it's not going to be. He's not going to come out and try to knock him out in the first minute. You know.
What if he did though?
He might. Man, I don't
lose
know.
our mom screaming at the fucking TV.
And I'm not saying this because I want to see Cowboy lose. I love Cowboy. I don't ever want to see Cowboy get knocked out.
But I
wish every one of Cowboy's fights ended in this decision.
Yeah,
I would be the happiest fucking.
The thing is, bro, I don't know, man. I just don't think Cowboy can. I don't think he can hang. Conor's still too young, man. He's young and he's ready to roll. I don't know. Yeah, it's tough. It's hard to call just because Conor's hasn't been active, you know. But is ring rust a thing? I think so a little bit. But we've seen guys like Nate come in and not have ring rust. You know what I mean? And beat somebody like Anthony Pettis.
And yeah.
But it's tough. Like I don't know. There's so much they could do. Conor could still fight Nate again at 170 if Nate decided he wanted.
Conor's always going to have fights.
That's what I'm saying. He could fight Nate. And I don't know.
Connor's almost
I don't know if Conor can beat Masvidal though. That's
man. I don't know.
That's a different level, bro. That might be. Masvidal might go in there with Khabib and put work on him. Like he's that good.
I think he really would, man. His boxing good right now. His boxing is really good.
Boxing's good. He's been fighting backyards.
I tagged you the other day. He's wanting to fight Marcos Maidana.
Yes.
And they're talking about it. It might actually happen for, what was it, Cinco de Mayo? I don't know. I don't know about that. Marcos Maidana was a bad motherfucker back in the day. I don't know now. He's been retired for a few years. And I don't know. I don't know what kind of shape he's in or anything like that, but that's a pretty crazy fight. Because, he was wanting to box Canelo. And Canelo said it wasn't. He said that
he wouldn't be competition.
Yeah, he didn't really see it as competition.
And he's right.
Yeah,
I don't want to see that either. Everybody thinks they need that boxing payday just because of Conor doing it.
I do think that I do think Jorge was right that he can bring some shit that Canelo's not used to. Like he can come and he can show him some stuff that he's not used to seeing, and it wouldn't be as easy.
Yeah,
because Masvidal's his head movement is really really good. You know what I mean? Have you ever seen? There's a video where he's training with his coach, and the dude's got like I don't know what the hell it is. It's some kind of like fucking sock looking thing. I don't know what it is. It's whatever it is. He's like swinging it at Masvidal, like he's just doing this, like swinging at it, and Masvidal's just like moving,
dodging all of it.
Yeah, dodged every one of them. Like they're moving around the room while they're doing it. It's pretty impressive. Like,
he's good, man.
For a UFC fighter to have.
He's been fighting, bro, for so long though.
Yeah.
How many punches he got used to dodging in the backyard? Like just straight scrapping. And he's an elite fighter now.
Yeah.
It's a whole different game, but he's one of the best right now.
Yeah. Oh, he's really good.
I mean, honestly, bro, I think he's good enough to be champ.
Yeah.
You know, Usman's tough, and we got to see. Obviously, we've said it already. We got to see what happens with Colby and Usman. You know, which, I mean, most people aren't, and it's not going to sell that well. But I'm excited for that fight. Like, I'm excited to see what happens with Colby and Usman.
Yeah, me too.
You know, Usman
I'm excited to see.
Usman might drag him to the ground the whole fight, like, and hold him down for 25 minutes like he did Woodley. But
I don't think he's going to be able to do that.
I don't think he can do that with
Colby.
With Colby either, because of the pressure Colby puts. Mm-hmm. He doesn't really give you a chance.
Mm-mm. And after seeing what,
like we said, Woodley wasn't himself in that fight, and with Usman, you could just tell. And a lot of times, it's like he just was letting Usman take him down.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And he just wasn't himself. But I think the way Colby fights, he's going to put that pressure that Usman was putting on Woodley. Colby's going to put it on him, and on top of that, Colby is a wrestler too. So he's going to be fine. I think. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to predict that fight really, because it is kind of hard one to predict with how good Usman is. But who has Usman faced? Besides, is Woodley the best? Is definitely the best fighter he's ever fought.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I mean, there's a lot of guys at 170 that will give him problems. And now Jorge coming up, he could whatever. I think whatever happens with, which that's the thing. I mean, is Masvidal ever going to fight for the title? Does he even care?
I don't think he cares, honestly.
I mean, he's there
to make the money.
Yeah, he's
gonna go where the money is. He said that.
That's what I'm saying. He's 100% going to take a Conor fight over a title.
Oh, fight. For sure. Yeah, he didn't care about a title. He didn't even care about the BMF title. He just wanted to beat Nate because Nate was a real motherfucker.
To be honest, bro, I mean, if I was an MMA fighter, I would feel the same way. Like, give me my money, and I don't care about your stupid belt. Like, yeah. I mean, personally, yeah. I know it means the belt itself means a lot more.
Well, it means a lot more if you're there to compete in that division and you're trying to make money. That's where the belt comes into play, because you have the belt, you get paid more, and you get kind of have a say in where you want what fights you want and shit. You know?
Exactly.
But if you don't give a shit about the belt and you're there to make money, you're going to go where the money fights are.
Yeah.
You don't need the belt. Jorge's bigger than the belt. He doesn't need the belt.
That's true.
He can go fight these guys that he keeps calling out that we're going to want to fight him because of what he did against Nate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
what he's done against his last 3 fights this year, you know?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to tell what Masvidal is going to do. I mean, I'd like to see him be champ, though. It's weird. I mean,
it'd be cool. I just don't think I don't think he really cares enough to try to,
I think if it's the right timing, right person, he might go with it.
Yeah.
If he can sell it.
If Colby beats Usman, we see Masvidal versus Colby.
Yeah, because he doesn't like him.
Mm-hmm. Because there's a history, there's a story there. UFC's going to push that.
Yeah, Usman wins. Masvidal doesn't care.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest.
I don't think Masvidal cares to fight.
As much. I like Usman as a guy, but I don't care to watch him fight, man. He's more boring than Khabib. Like, dude, I almost fell asleep. I watched that fight over again for the second time the other night, and
I haven't watched it since the first time because I don't want to see it again.
I don't. It's stupid. Literally every round they're on the ground the whole time, and he's just pinning him down.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the first 15, 20, maybe 30 seconds of each round, they'll, Woodley was looking for that shot, but then immediately Usman's taking him down. Like, literally, I went from 5 minutes into the fight and skipped to, 22, and he's just, the last round is just Woodley like this on the ground, just, trying his hardest not to get tapped out.
Oh, man.
It's terrible, man.
Damn, I was trying to find a video, what I was talking about, that shit with Jorge. I can't find it now, though. I don't know what it was called. I saw it on Facebook.
Oh, the sock?
Yeah, it's not a sock. I don't know why I said sock. I was thinking how a sock with rice in it you use for when your neck is sore or some shit. That's what it looked like to me. That's what it reminded me of, but I don't know, man. Oh, here it is. Right when I was about to give up. What's this shit?
Let's see.
It's pretty impressive.
Of course, it doesn't work.
All right.
New phone. Who this?
All right.
Oh, okay. So it's yeah. Whoa. Hey, y'all need to go. Is that his actual page?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all need to go to his Facebook page and check this out. It's ridiculous. How do you dodge all that, bro?
Look at that shit. And it's not it's not solid. It's whatever it is. It's
Imagine he's that good and he's not a UFC fighter and somebody tries to get in a bar fight with him.
Yeah.
And then he's going to knock you out.
Well, like, this thing is not... So, he can't read where that hand... By the way his coach's hand is moving, where that thing's going to go, because it's not solid. Like, there's a delay.
Yeah, and
it's
real slow.
He's literally dodging the end of it. You know what I mean? That's what's impressive.
He might be a Matrix.
That's why it's so impressive. That's why I think he can go into boxing and have some success because of that kind of shit right there. So good. That kind of shit right there.
Not Canelo though.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. Not
Please
Canelo.
stop.
No, don't go fight Canelo. Please don't.
Do not, because Canelo's gonna really.
Canelo's a fucking monster right now.
Canelo's so
I want to
good at boxing.
I want to see Canelo fight Floyd again. And
they can say what they want, man.
Knock their fool out.
When you're a full-time boxer, opposed to being MMA and doing everything, it's so much different. Mm-hmm. Because no matter what, Masvidal has not put as much time in as Canelo boxing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. He just has not put the same work in. Mm-mm. And I don't know. I mean, Masvidal, he's got good cardio, but I don't know if he goes 12 rounds in a boxing fight.
Oh no, definitely not.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't see it happening. It's just different, man. It's a different.
Well, it is shorter round. I mean, it's the time limit.
Yeah,
it's a little bit different like that.
About 10 minutes more.
Yeah,
what, 10 or 11 minutes?
Yeah, something like that. 25 to 36. So
that's a big difference, though.
Yeah,
11 minutes.
It is.
But still, I mean, I'm not saying Masvidal couldn't, but if you're gonna box, which that's the thing, he's not gonna do it unless he knows it's a payday. And it's a payday with Canelo.
Mm-hmm. They should do a kickboxing match where there's no takedowns, but Masvidal can throw some kicks.
That'd be cool. That'd give him it'd
even the playing field a little bit.
Not only that, it would even the playing field, and also you can't really be mad at Canelo if he was to get knocked out by a kick. You know what I mean? It's like, that's not a
They could even do like a kickboxing match and wear those shin pad things like Wonder Boy used to do. You can still knock people out with those on. There's plenty of head kick knockouts like that. Videos of Wonder Boy knocking people out.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
I can see that. We do have some good boxing coming up, though.
Yeah. I was going to say, they're also announced, in the works when we posted this. I didn't follow up to see if it ever got announced or not.
I haven't seen it fully.
Adesanya, Yoel Romero in the works for March.
It was bound to happen with the way they were talking, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm glad. I mean, it's a good fight for Izzy.
Yeah.
Title shot for Yoel.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's going to be a good fight.
There's nothing wrong with that to me, being that I personally think, with how close, I personally scored Yoel winning against Costa. I mean, a lot of people didn't, but I did. I think Yoel beat Costa, and he beat Whitaker the second time.
Yep.
You know, Whitaker did do him pretty dirty in the first fight. Whitaker definitely won that first fight, but I think second time around, that was, watching those fights, I had Yoel winning both of those fights.
Yeah, me too.
So, he's going to be a tough fight for Izzy just because of how tough he is and his punching power. You know what I mean?
Israel gets better every time we see him, though.
Izzy's better every fight. And at the end of the day,
he just knocked out Robert freaking Whitaker.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good of a shape he's in. He's about, 12 years younger? Or he's 30. He's 42. He's 12 years younger than him? That's a huge difference, bro. It doesn't matter how good of a shape Yoel's in, eating those tacos or whatever he's eating to say that he's shredded at fucking 42 or however old he is. But man, it's different, man. Yeah, it's different when you're older. It doesn't matter. And Izzy is as elite as it gets at this point. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yep. So we'll see. I'm personally gonna predict that Izzy gets it done in that fight.
Yeah.
Not really sure yet. I'm not really sure yet what I want to pick, but I don't think Izzy wears him out. I personally think that might go to a decision. You know what I mean? I don't see Yoel getting knocked out by Izzy. He might wear him down to the point where they stop it or something.
I don't know, man. It's so hard.
Izzy does it hard, though. You know what I mean?
He knocked out Whitaker.
And that's tough.
It's hard to say he can't knock. it's hard to think that he wouldn't knock out Yoel, or couldn't knock out, yeah.
I think so, man. It could happen.
Yeah.
We'll see.
More than likely,
another fight to be excited
I would imagine it would be a close fight like Gastelum and Izzy, but I don't know. But Brian Ortega had to pull out.
He had to pull out. I saw that.
Zombie.
Damn it.
I also
want to see them fight too.
I know.
It's a cool little fight, man.
This is what he said. I tore my ACL in training and I won't be fighting in Korea. Thankfully, it was only a partial tear, so I'm already rehabbing it, and the plan is to be back to 100% in 2 to 3 months. I didn't want to let down the fans, the Zombie, and the UFC, so I strongly considered pushing through it and fighting anyways, but according to the doctors, the risk of a full rupture in the fight was high, and that would put me out for up to a year. Sorry, guys. I got to take care of this right now, but I'll make it all up to you in 2020.
I hope so. I've been wanting to see him.
Frankie
I've
Edgar,
been wanting to see him fight.
Frankie Edgar stepping up.
To fight? Okay.
So it's going to be Korean Zombie Frankie Edgar, which is a damn good fight.
It is. I mean, it's just as good as Ortega and Edgar. I mean, Zombie.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I mean, personally, I mean, Korean Zombie is a beast, and he's not easy to knock out, but who's that knocked him out? Yair? Yeah.
With the very last second.
Yeah.
Korean Zombie was winning that whole fight.
It was a super nasty elbow.
but perfect timing.
But still, man, I think, which, I don't know. I mean, I was personally going to predict that. I mean, what's the thing? Ortega can bang out. We saw him bang out with Max, even though we got the shit beat out of him. But, I could see Korean Zombie just getting thrown to the ground and getting submitted really quick.
I definitely,
you know what I mean?
I would have had it submission.
BJJ is so good.
Yeah, second, third round submission.
Yeah,
that's what I was in my.
That's just how good Ortega is.
I just think, I think
he's literally as good as it gets when it comes to BJJ. So. I mean,
I was surprised. Like I was reading comments once this happened.
But with Frankie, I think Korean Zombie has a little bit more of a chance. Frankie's a little bit older. You know what I mean?
I hate to see Frankie get knocked out, but
don't get knocked out, please. I hope it goes to decision or something. I like Frankie. He's a good guy.
Yeah, me too. Hey, I definitely don't want to see him. He's getting close to the end of his career. I don't want to see him start getting knocked out every fight.
Yeah, he needs to ride out and win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. This weekend we got
the rematch.
Anthony Joshua, Andy Ruiz Jr. 2. It's in Saudi Arabia, so the main event starts at 3:45 p.m.
Damn it! Fuck!
I didn't realize
my bitch ass will be asleep. Damn it!
I mean, the main event probably won't start until about the time you're getting to work.
That'll be alright.
Because I mean, it's gonna be undercard.
If not, maybe I'll find some way to. Illegally stream it or something.
Yeah.
Like go
legally. Allegedly.
Illegally legal.
Illegally, allegedly, legally.
You sounded like SpongeBob right there. Little. Fuck, man, I love SpongeBob.
Oh man, me and Maddox quote SpongeBob all the time.
I do it every day, bro. I swear. It's
just like in the mailbox.
It's burned into my brain from my childhood, bro. I swear.
Oh man, I watched a bunch of it as Maddox was growing. He used to love SpongeBob.
SpongeBob was the shit.
Yeah.
Such a dirty show, secretly too.
Yeah, for real.
Man, back to Joshua and Ruiz.
Yeah, Ruiz won the first fight, 7th round TKO.
And I talked to a couple of my buddies about this fight. They were asking me about it, and honestly, man, I think Joshua gets it done.
Yeah,
he had a lot of issues before that fight that people did not know about, and it's a shitty excuse.
Something came out today saying that he got dropped in sparring, and he might have gotten hurt in sparring this time. Before this fucking fight.
Well, if you
which was the same shit that happened last time.
Okay, well that's a mistake you don't make twice.
Yeah.
So if that costed him, and if that hurt him, and is going to cause him to get knocked out again this weekend, I'm sorry, but
he deserves it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. You definitely deserve it.
You shouldn't be banging out that fucking hard in sparring.
Yeah, you shouldn't be getting knocked out.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm still going to say I think Joshua gets it done. I really do. Just because, he's motivated and he's good enough to beat Ruiz, I think. Mm-hmm. But Ruiz is got that nasty tacos in his hand, bro. He'll fuck you up.
Yeah, he's got that Mexican style where it's a punch for a punch. He's gonna get in there and trade with you and just try to hope he can knock you out. But they're both coming in leaner for this fight. Like, have you seen Ruiz lately?
Yeah, he's lost some weight.
He's quite a bit leaner than he was, and so is Joshua. Joshua's lost like 30 pounds.
Dude was already shredded.
I mean, he's still shredded, but he's just smaller shredded.
Maybe he'll feel better. I don't know.
He actually looks like a human now instead of a fucking alien. God, he was like crazy built before. Now he's
I saw where Ruiz had gotten in better shape too.
Yeah,
it should honestly, bro. It'll probably be an even better fight. I'm excited for it.
Right now the odds are they got Joshua as a -250 favorite. And Ruiz is a +188 underdog. If you want to make some money, it's not a bad idea to bet on Ruiz, just in case he does come in and knock him out again.
I might, bro. My bookie.
Yeah.
Sponsor us.
I'm not gonna do it because I do think that Joshua's gonna get it done.
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna bet on a big favorite like that.
Yeah, I mean, how much money would you win if you put $100 on Ruiz knocking him out? I mean,
188.
Not enough.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
You had to put a lot of money down to make a lot, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tough. It couldn't be me.
I don't have enough money you could do like a parlay with like rounds, over under 12 rounds, not over under 12. Hey, it'd probably be like over under 6 or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what they'd have it set at, but so that's Saturday. I'm excited for this, man.
Yeah, dude. Where's it at again?
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
And
I don't know why, but
they're getting paid. That's why. It's like $100 million.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't know if that's just total.
See, the thing is, I like Ruiz too, man.
And how did too?
He's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
When I heard him on Rogan's podcast, I was like, "Whoa!" I hadn't watched anything really prior to that, and God, he's a great guy. Like, you want to see him win.
Yeah.
And Joshua's kind of a dick. He's kind of cocky. Or he was before he got knocked out.
Yeah.
So.
I think it humbled him a lot getting knocked out. Like
that's what I'm saying. That's why I predicted originally that he's going to come back and win, because he is humbled and he knows he's good enough to win. You know what I mean?
I think he just very underestimated Ruiz in the first fight.
That's where he fucked up.
That sounds like a cop-out, but I really think he did, because this is a guy we never really heard of. I mean, people knew who he was in the boxing world, but, like, he wasn't a big name.
Isn't Ruiz undefeated, though?
No, he's got one loss.
One, yeah.
It's 32-1, I think, and Josh was 23-1.
Yeah, but we don't know who he's...
22-1.
Yeah, we don't know anybody that Ruiz has really faced that's, like, a big name, Mm-hmm. It'll be good for him, man.
But he's probably got fucking 500 or 600 amateur fights, more than likely.
Him knocking that changed his life forever, bro. He made more money off that last fight, and he's gonna make off this rematch all because he knocked him out. He's gonna make more money than he's ever made in his life.
But before he fought Joshua the first time, like the year prior, they offered him like $70,000 to fight Joshua, and then he denied. He turned him down, and then
Not gonna cut it.
when he had to step up because homeboy fell for steroids, he made like a few $1 million. Big Baby Miller.
Yeah, no, I remember. Yeah, Big Baby. Dumbass.
Yeah. But we also got UFC on ESPN 7 this weekend. Alistair Overeem and Rosenstruck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot that was this weekend.
Yeah.
Yes.
He just knocked out Arlovsky like, a month ago?
Yeah, not
2
that
months
long.
ago? Not long ago. He's the one that said, I grew up playing with these guys on PlayStation.
Now I'm fighting them. That's kind of dope. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's I don't know, man. Overeem's still a tough fight.
Dude, Overeem's still
no matter
good.
what, bro. He's really good in there, and he will knock you out if he's given the chance.
Rosenstruck, he's kind of like, he came out of nowhere, but he's not.
If he's hungry enough, I think he can get it done. I'm not going to predict that fight, bro. I'm just not, because I don't. Overeem's been in the cage for a long time, and this guy's hungry, so you could say,
Overeem still knocks people out.
That's what I'm saying. He knocks out people. So.
What, 40? 42? Where?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's about the same age as Yoel. So. Yeah. I'm excited, though.
Marina Rodriguez, Cynthia Calvillo.
That's a good fight.
Mm-hmm. Marina's still 12-0-1, and then Cynthia's 8-1.
Nice.
Stefan Struve and Ben Rothwell.
Who I've been wanting to see Ben Rothwell.
Yeah. I think did he lose his last fight?
Ben?
Yeah.
No, he won his last fight, didn't he?
No, Arlovsky beat him by decision.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He lost to Blagoy Ivanov before that. Those were both this year.
Damn.
His last win was against Josh Barnett in 2016.
Jesus.
It's been a minute.
All right, Benny. Well, we're going to see what you got, bud.
It's been a minute, bro.
That sucks. He has 2 losses. I thought he only had 1 loss this year.
Mm-mm.
Well, I like watching Ben fight, though.
Yeah.
He's a really good fighter, so.
And then Stefan Struve, the damn skyscraper.
Yeah,
this is actually his fight name, too.
The skyscraper?
Yeah.
That's cool.
He's like, what, 6'9"?
Makes sense. He is tall as fuck.
Yeah, 6'10", or something like that. He's
Big
tall
dude.
as shit. Aspen Ladd, Yana Kunitskaya.
Aspen Ladd.
Yep.
Bad bitch.
First fight back after her first loss.
Hell yeah.
She got knocked out in the first round.
That did happen.
That's a lot of firsts. First fight back from her first loss when she got knocked out in the first round.
It happens.
But I think she's going to come back with a vengeance.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I'd like to see her win.
Yeah. Who gonna... Yeah, I'm trying to see who her last fight was. Oh, I remember when she got dealt with by Cyborg.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was a
Pretty
while
much
ago.
everybody did, but Nunes. So,
Yeah.
So,
Song Yudong.
my boy, Song Yudong. He just fought not too long ago, didn't he? Because we talked about him.
Yeah.
Boy, he about to come in there and wreck.
Geraldo De Freitas Jr.
That's who he's fighting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
He should be alright.
Rob Font is fighting Theo Von's long-lost brother, Ricky Simon.
Let's go, Ricky. I think Ricky gets that one done.
Yeah.
He's not a bad fighter at all.
No, he's not.
He lost his last fight.
I mean, but that's the fucking California kid. I mean,
It happens.
Legend.
It happens.
yeah.
Dope.
That's a pretty good card, though. It's not bad for a...
Yeah, not at all. Not for a UFC on ESPN.
Yeah. It's
like-
kind of flying under
It's
the
not even a
radar.
fight night. Usually the fight nights are even better.
Next weekend, we got UFC 245.
Yep. Come on.
That
Kobe.
motherfucker's coming in hot.
Tomorrow, Kobe, bro. Next
Coming
week.
in hot. Speaking of the California kid.
Hey, we do got Jose Aldo.
Keltrian. Jose Aldo, Marlon
Oh, that's
Moraes.
the Andre Max card, too. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. Oh, let's go, bro.
Yeah,
I
this
forgot
is
about that.
gonna
We
go.
got plenty to talk about next week. We can break down that
Yeah.
card and everything.
That's going to be a fire-ass card.
Hell yeah, bro. Hope everybody's excited for that, because I am.
Yeah. Me too. Well, that's all I got, man.
What to say?
That's about
It's a
it.
good pod.
Yeah.
Well, we hope you guys enjoyed.
Informative.
Like I said, reach out to us about the Mount Rushmore and your Spotify. Let us know.
Yeah.
Send
That'd be
some
cool.
screenshots.
Like,
I'm just interested.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I've seen a lot of people post their Snapchat stories and stuff, and I'm just interested to see what some of our listeners have. You know, it'd be
Yeah,
really
that'd be
cool.
dope.
Y'all reach out to us on Facebook, Instagram, wherever, and I guess that's about it, man.
yeah. That's been episode number 33.
We'll be back next week.
Peace.
Peace. Lit.